The next function that we're going to learn about is sort. So sort can be very handy whenever you're trying to basically rank something and sort animals by their order of performance, for example. So here we have some data on hogs, and we have the pig number over here, their litter and pig number. We have what is their breed. We also have when they farrowed this year, the number that they farrowed, the number surviving, the number of males, and the number of females, as well as some additional information over here. So we have a kind of a comprehensive list of hog data here. So what if we want to go through and we want to sort these hogs by the number that they farrowed in 2018? We want to rank these in the total amount of hogs that they farrowed in 2018 from high to low. We want to know who were their best performing hogs. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the sort function to do that. So we're going to say equals, and we're going to bring in all of our labels down here. Then we're going to use this sort function. So the way you do the sort function, you first off by saying, say, equals sort, open parenthesis, and it asks, what is our range? Well, our range, very simply, and in most cases, it's going to be all of our data. So we're just going to highlight all of our data right here, and that's going to be our range. We don't need to lock it in, and you'll see why in a minute, because we're only going to put in one formula. This is actually bringing in an array or a large amount of data by only using one formula, so it makes it really handy. So then the next thing it asks is, which column do we want to sort? So in this case, we are wanting to sort, we are wanting to sort by the number farrowed. So we are wanting to sort by this column right here. So I'm going to just highlight this column, this whole column. And then again, we'll do a comma. And now the next part is ascending. So we see that it talks right here that we're asking to see if we're wanting these numbers to ascend or descend. Or ascending is going from low to high, descending is high to low. So we're asking whether or not we want it to go high to low, low to high. And it says that false is descending order, and we want to sort them by high to low. So we're going to simply type in false right here. Close parenthesis and say enter. And now we can see down here that it's going to actually rank these hogs in descending order from how many they produced. And we see that those that didn't produce anything automatically show up at the bottom because they're the lowest ones. So we can see that number 4-2 and 6-4 as well as 11-6 and 16-12 all produce 12 hogs, or farrow 12. So if we look, 4-2 did. The next one in line is 6-4, which is what we see right here. The next one in line is going to be 11-16, which is what it's showing right here. And then the last one is this 16-12, which shows up right there. So what it's doing is it's going to take these and rank them in order by, of course, what you're telling it to. And in this case, we said we wanted to know the number farrowed. So let's go through that again, and let's actually sort this time by birth year from low to high. So I'm going to bring in my labels using a simple cell reference. Equals that cell. I'm going to drag it across. Again, we're going to use that sort function. The sort, again, we're going to bring in our range. All of our range is all of our data. So we bring in all of our data, which is right here. We want to sort this time by birth year, by their age. And if we look back down here, well, it's going to ask us, well, how do we want it sorted? We want it sorted low to high. We want the age, or not the age of the animal, but the year that they were born sorted low to high. And what that means is we are going to go in ascending order, or we're going to type in true. Because we are going low to high, it's ascending order, we'll type in true right there. And as we press enter, we can see that these animals automatically pop up with their birth year going in ascending order from low to high. So it's showing us that our oldest hog is actually this 6-7. The second oldest, we have a tie for the second oldest among these hogs right here. And then so on and so forth. Now, what if we wanted to sort multiple ways. What if we don't want to just sort by just the age, or we want to sort by just the number of piglets? We're actually going to sort in this case using two different sorting criteria. First off, we're going to sort the number of surviving piglets high to low. And then we're going to sort by birth year, low to high. So again, we're going to bring in our labels. Drag those across. And now we're going to do a sort where we're bringing in more than just one criteria. So we're going to, again, do our sort. We're going to highlight all of our range, which is all of this data right here. Then it's going to ask us first that we are going to sort by the number of surviving piglets high to low. So we come up here, number of surviving. High to low means we are working in descending order, so we are going to say false. Next, it's asking, well, what else do we want to sort by? So the next thing is we want to sort by birth year, low to high. So then we come back up here, and we're going to highlight that second column that we're going to sort by. So we're going to highlight the birth year. We want it low to high, so that's ascending order, so that's true. Say enter. And now that we can see, we're going to be able to see that first and foremost, we are sorting from the number of surviving. Our number of surviving piglets are all going to be going in descending order. So it brings those more productive, the mothers that kept those piglets alive the longest, it brings them to the top. So that's showing our productive hogs first. Then on top of that, we asked it to say sort by birth year next. So we see that 6-4 and 4-2 both produced 12 surviving piglets. But since we said we want to sort by birth year next, then it automatically sorted 6-4 above because it's the older hog. So what we essentially did is we said we want to sort by how many they can keep alive, and then after we have that done, then we want to sort by what is the oldest hog. So the reason that this becomes important, the reason that you could use this, the example that I'm going through, is it begins to allow us to organize our data to show, well, maybe which one is the more productive animals. Instead of going through and looking through our list and saying, coming up here where it's all kind of jumbled up and we say, all right, well, this one kept 12 hogs alive and born in 2013, but this one kept 11 alive and was born in 2016. Which one's the better one? Well, we can set up this criteria, and using this sort method and using maybe even several criteria, we can start ranking these animals and letting the computer rank it for us, sorting them to the top and taking out a lot of the guesswork and a lot of the comparison. We'll let the computer compare the raw data, the raw numbers, so that way you can focus on finding the better selection for your particular herd.